Record session started. Today first concept is SDLC. Today first concept is SDLC. SDLC means software development life cycle.
ఇవన్నీ టెస్టింగ్ లో పార్ట్ అండి.
This is the first concept. Yes, sir. Software development life
ఓకే ఓకే
cycle. Software
ఓకే
development life cycle. Software development life cycle contains 6 phases, sir. First one, initial phase, analysis phase, design phase, coding phase, testing phase, delivery and maintenance phase. Software development life cycle contains 6 phases: initial phase, analysis phase, design phase, coding phase, testing phase, delivery and maintenance phase. So first of all, actually we will work under only testing phase. If you know only testing knowledge, more than enough. But whenever you are working with any software company and after course completion, if you want to keep the experience and after going to software company, you should know what are the roles in the organization, what they are doing. So roles and responsibility we should know. So that's the reason we are learning all the phases. Actually, we will work under only testing phase. If you know testing knowledge, more than enough. But we will learn all the phases of software development life cycle. So first phase, initial phase. In the initial phase, main task is in the initial phase main task in the initial phase main tasks gathering the requirements. Gathering the requirements. Roles in this phase, roles means employees. So in this phase we have two roles. One is business analyst. Second one is engagement manager. One is business analyst. Second one is engagement manager. First of all, business analyst. Next, process. Each and every phase having three tasks. One is task. Second one is roles. Third one is process. So first of all, business analyst. We will call to customer. Sir, this is Akhil Reddy. I already you approach to software company. So I want to come to your place and I want to take the requirements very clearly. That's the reason I want to come to your place, sir. Just tell me your preferable time and preferable date. You will first of all you will take the appointment from customer. So, sir, this is Akhil Reddy. I'm calling from Infosys. So already you give some requirements, sir, but we need clear requirements from you. So I want to come to your place, sir. Just tell me your preferable time and preferable date. That day, first of all, you will take the appointment from customer. Business analyst first task, he will take the appointment from customer. Before going to customer place, he will collect the template from company. Each and every software company, they will maintain templates, requirement gathering template. So requirement one, requirement two, requirement three. Each and every software company, they will maintain some requirement document for requirement gathering purpose. Each and every software company, they will maintain requirement gathering template. So before going to customer place, he will collect the template from company and he will go to customer place and he will gather all the requirements using this template and he will come back to the company. He will submit it to the company. That is the business analyst task. I completed just within 2 minutes. But whenever you are working with a software company, that business analyst, he will take nearly 60 to 90 days. So first of all, in market we have different mindset of people. What they want, they don't know. So First of all, we need to interact with the customer. What he want, sir? What you want? What's your expectation? So first of all, he will fully interact with the customer, and he will gather all the requirements very clearly using this template, and he will come back to the company. He will submit it to the company. That is business analyst task. Once again, I will repeat you, sir. So, first of all, business analyst, he will call to customer, sir, this is Akhil Reddy. I'm from Infosys. I want to come to your place, sir. Already you came and you gave requirements. So, I want to take the requirements very clearly. That's the reason I want to come to your place. Tell me your preferable time. That preferable date, appointment date, he will go to customer place. Before going to customer place, he will collect the template from company. So, using the template, he will gather all the requirements very clearly. So first of all, he should know, customer should know what he want, but some customers don't know what they want. So he will fully interact with the customer, and he will gather the requirements very clearly. He will come back to the company, he will submit it to the company. That is business analyst task. He is the responsible for requirement gathering. Requirement gathering is responsible for only requirement gathering. Okay, next, engagement manager. Whenever the requirement document has come to the company, engagement manager will check the requirement document. If at all any extra requirements, roughly already customer said he want one software, he want to implement on 150 branches in Hyderabad city. But now he is saying 250 branches in Hyderabad city. So he will add the extra cost. If at all any extra requirements, he will add the extra cost. If it is any confusing requirements, like customer said he want one application, in that application he want two buttons in the application. He mentioned only he want two buttons, but he didn't mention where he want to, top of the page or center of the page or corner of the page or bottom of the page. He didn't mention anything. So in that situation, he will conduct, sir, you said two buttons in the application. Where do you want to exactly? Tell me. So he will conduct prototype demonstration. Prototype demonstration is nothing but it is a roughly and a rapidly developed model. Roughly and a rapidly developed model. Using this prototype demonstration, you will gather all the requirements from customer very clearly. So all the companies will not maintain engagement manager. Some companies will maintain engagement manager. Why? Because business analyst you will take care of all the customer requirements, but some companies they will maintain deployment engagement manager. This engagement manager task is just whenever the requirement document has come to the company, engagement manager will check that requirement document. If at all any extra requirements, he will add the extra cost. If at all any confusing requirements, he will conduct a prototype demonstration with the customer, and he will gather all the requirements very clearly. That is engagement manager task. So if it is any extra requirements, he will add the extra cost. If at all any confusing requirements, he will conduct a prototype demonstration with the customer, and he will gather the requirements very clearly. So that is engagement manager task. So in this phase, output document is FRS or customer final requirements. In this phase, output document is customer final requirements. In this phase, customer In this phase, output document is customer final requirements. This customer final requirements, some companies they are calling FRS. FRS means functional requirement specification. Some companies they are calling URS, user requirement specification. Some companies they are calling BRS, business requirement specification. Some companies they are calling CRS, customer requirement specification. Some companies they are calling BDD, business design document. Some companies they are calling BD, business document. So whatever it is, but 99% people they are calling as a FRS. FRS means functional requirement specification. That means it is a customer requirements. So this is the initial phase. Here we have two roles. Only main task is gathering the requirement. For example, I am the customer. I need one website. I don't know about website. I'm totally new to that area. So if I want to develop that website, first of all, I don't know anything. That website should be good. That's my requirement. I don't know anything. So just in market we have number of people like me. So they don't know what they want. So first of all, they need to interact with the customer very clearly, and he will gather all the requirements very clearly. So that's the reason some companies, all companies, they will maintain business analyst. Only some companies, they will maintain engagement managers. So business analyst, he will fully interact with the customer, and he will gather the requirements, and he will come back to the company, he will submit it to the company. So that is business analyst task. So in this phase, output document is customer final requirements. That means that is FRS. FRS means functional requirement specification. Wherever you go, 99% people, they are calling as FRS. So in normal word, that is called customer final requirements. But in software company, we are calling FRS. FRS means functional requirement specification. Some companies, they are calling URS, user requirement specification. Some companies, they are calling BRS, business requirement specification. Some companies, they are calling CRS, customer requirement specification. Some companies, they are calling BDD, business design document. Some companies, they are calling BD, business document. Whatever it is, that is final customer requirements. This output document is input for next phase. Next phase is analysis phase. Next phase is analysis phase. Next phase, analysis phase. This is not our task, just for general knowledge purpose we are learning analysis phase.
Okay.
Input document is FRS. So that output document is input for next phase. So in this phase, output document is FRS. Analysis phase, we have 4 tasks. One is feasibility study. Tentative planning. So in this phase, we have 4 tasks. Okay, one is feasibility study, tentative planning, technology selection, requirement analysis. In this phase, roles: system analyst, project manager, team manager. 3 members will be here. They are analyzing the customer requirements very clearly. They will not do any task, just simply they will sit and they will analyze all the customer requirements very clearly. Here we have 4 tasks: feasibility study, tentative planning, technology selection, requirement analysis. Roles: system analyst, project manager, and team manager. Next, process. First one, feasibility study. 3 members, they are sitting and they are analyzing the customer requirements. They are not doing any task. Simply they are analyzing the customer requirements. They are analyzing the FRS document. So input document is FRS. Analysis phase, they will analyze all the requirements very clearly. First one is feasibility. Feasibility means possibility. Each and every customer having own expectations. Can we reach these expectations or not, they will analyze. So that's why that is called feasibility study. Feasibility means possibility. Is there any possibility to complete this particular project? They will analyze. So that's why that is called feasibility study. Next, tentative planning. Tentative means temporarily they will plan. So we need to complete this particular project within 3 months. 3 months. How to complete? So how many resources we have? Temporarily they will plan. So that's why that is called tentative planning. Next, technology selection. Technology selection means, so customer is said the developed project or product should work in developed project or product in should work in Windows 7. Customer said Windows 7 environment. Windows 7 environment. So, which technology suits for Windows 7? First of all, customer want Windows 7 environment. Customer wants the developer project should work in Windows 7. Which technology suits for Windows 7? There are three technologies. One is .NET, second one is Java, third one is PHP. They will choose any of the technology. Why? Because so customer want the developer project should work in Windows 7. So which technology suits for Windows 7? They will choose the technology. They will choose the technology. That is very, very important. Technology selection is very, very important. Recently, I will tell you one small example. So for example, you are the customer. You want two buttons in the application. I developed only one button missed. So then you will raise the complaint. I can rectify the problem. So if you feel angry, then you will not give any project in future. Okay, that is not very important. But for example, customer said Windows 7 environment, if it is not satisfying, if it is not working in Windows 7, simply customer will reject the project. Recently 2000 just 2014, one company nearly Himayat Nagar, that Himayat Nagar, we have one landmark there. What is that? Himayatnagar landmark is, what is that, sir? In Himayatnagar, we have one company. That company name is ETLTesting company. So in 2004, they developed nearly 66 members. They did one project nearly 2 years. After developing the project, that is, customer is said that developed project should work in Windows XP Service Pack 3, but that is not working in Windows XP Service Pack 3. Simply rejected. Simply rejected. Nearly 26 members, they did 2 years the project, but finally customer simply rejected. So nearly crores of rupees loss, crores of rupees, simply he rejected. Why? Because I'm the customer, I need one software, I'm using in my company or in my institute all Windows 7 environments, all Windows 7 computers. So I need one project, that software should work in Windows 7 only. That's my requirement. I paid nearly crores of rupees. But finally, that is not supporting Windows 7 environment. Why should I compromise? Why should I? Why should I? So simply customer rejected. Still today onwards, today not today, still today also they are doing, each and every employee doing 45 minutes extra work. Why? Because after that project completion, nearly 66 members they lost job, only for technology selection. So which technology suits for Windows 7? Which technology suits for customer specified environment? We need to choose the technology. That is very, very important. If it is one button is not working, that is not big issue. So you will not give project in future. So in market we have number of customers we have. So you are the only one customer. You said two buttons. I developed only one button. One button is missed. So you will raise the defective, you will raise the complaint to, I will rectify the problem. That is not big issue. But if it is not satisfying the customer requirement, customer will not compromise. So he will reject that particular project. So he rejected nearly 66 members. Friday evening they kept mail, and Monday morning they lost job. So nearly 66 members. In my career, I know only this issue. So this big miscommunication will not happen in software company, but just happen. So actually, whenever customer is saying Windows XP Service Pack 3, that which technology suits for Windows XP Service Pack 3. So we will choose the technology and we will develop the application. But finally, that application is not supporting for Windows XP Service Pack 3. So customer will not compromise. He will reject. So he rejected. So nearly 66 members they lost job, and at the same time, still in the company, each and every employee still he is doing 45 minutes extra work. That is technology selection. technology selection is very very important. So if it is any button missing, if it is application is not working, that is not big issue. You will raise the complaint, we can rectify the problem. But so here is technology selection. If it is not satisfying the customer requirement, he will not accept. Why? Because even me also I will not accept. Why? Because I'm paying crores of rupees. Okay, so why should I compromise? Only for this software purpose I need to maintain another system in beside my system. So I don't want. I no need to maintain another system in my place. So simply rejected. So that is technology selection. Technology selection is very very important. Here, system analyst, project manager, team members, team manager, they are sitting and they are analyzing customer requirements. Based on the customer requirements, which technology suits for Windows 7 or Windows XP. So they will choose one technology. So they will develop in the technology. So if it is any project, they will choose three technologies. One is .NET, second one is Java, third one is PHP. So they will choose any of the technology. So based on the customer requirements, they will choose the technology. So technology selection is very very important. Finally, I'm saying technology selection is very very important. This is not our tester's job. So system analyst, project manager, team manager job. So still we are learning. Why we are learning? So after getting job, who are the roles in the organization, what they are doing, we should know. That's the reason we are learning all the phases of software development life cycle. Last one, requirement analysis. Last one, requirement analysis. Last one, requirement analysis. So if you want to complete this particular project, we need resources. Resources means employees. Okay, money. We need money. We need time. We need premises. Premises means building. We need premises. We need setup. We need technology. We need software. So we have all those things. They will discuss in this requirement phase. So here system analyst, project manager, team manager, they are sitting and they are analyzing all the customer requirements. Based on the customer requirements, this project is possible or not, they will analyze. So here requirement analysis, if you want to complete this particular project, we need some things like uh, money, time, resources, employees, technology, software, setup, premises. So we have or not, they will analyze. So that is called requirement analysis. So after analyzing all the requirements very clearly, they will add some more points to FRS. They will add some more points. They will add some more points. In this phase, output document is SRS. In this phase, output document is SRS. SRS means System Requirement Specification. In this phase, output document is SRS, System Requirement Specification. This System Requirement Specification is the input for next phase. What is the next phase? Design phase.
Design.
Next phase? Design phase. Input document is that output document is input for next phase. So SRS. SRS means System Requirement Specification. In the design phase, we have two tasks. In the design phase, we have two tasks. One is high level designing. Second one is low level designing. Or roles. Chief architect and a technical lead. There are two roles. Next phase, SRS. Next phase, design phase, input document is SRS. Here is we have two tasks. One is high level designing, second one is low level designing. So high level designing, what is low level designing, we will discuss. So roles, here we have roles means employees. In this phase, we have two roles. One is chief architect, second one is technical lead. What is high level designing? Wherever you go, not only in India, not only in Hyderabad, wherever you go, after getting the project, each and every software company, they will divide the whole project into some modules. That is called high level designing. That is called high level designing. While doing high level designing, so they will follow while developing this application design phase, while dividing, they will follow one code. That code name is UML language. UML means Unified Modeling Language. While divide the project into some modules, so they will follow one code. That code name is UML language. UML means Unified Modeling Language. Unified Modeling Language. If they want to divide the whole project into some modules, they will follow one code. That code name is UML language. UML means Unified Modeling Language. Using this Unified Modeling Language, they will divide the he will divide the whole project into some modules. That is called high level designing. That is called high level design. He will divide the whole project into some modules. That is called high level designing. So there are two tasks. One is high level designing, second one is low level designing. High level designing means after getting the project, each and every software company, they will divide the whole project into some modules. So that is called high level designing. While doing high level designing, they will follow he will follow one code. That code name is UML language. So what is high level designing? He will divide the whole project into some modules. He will divide the whole project into some modules. So that is called high level designing. High level, while doing high level designing, he will follow one code. That code name is UML language. UML means Unified Modeling Language. Using this language, he will divide the whole project into some modules. So that is called high level designing. Next, each and every module divided into some submodules. Each and every module divided into some submodules. So that is called low level designing. Each and every module divided into some submodules. So that is called low level designing. Low level designing done by chief architect. Low level designing by chief architect. Sorry, low level designing done by technical lead. So high level designing done by chief architect, low level designing done by technical lead. So while doing each and every model, what is he is doing? He is doing low level designing. Low level designing means while each and every module divided into some sub modules. While doing low level designing, he will follow one code. That code name is pseudo code. Pseudo code. Pseudo code. Here P silent. Pseudocode. Pseudocode is nothing but it is a set of English instructions. Using this set of English instructions, he will divide the one module into some submodules. One module into some submodules. That is called low-level designing. This low-level designing done by technical lead. While doing low-level designing, he will follow one code. That code name is pseudocode. Pseudocode is nothing but it is a set of English instructions. Using this set of English instructions, he will divide the whole project into some modules. So that is called low-level design. So after this design phase, they will add some more pants. They will add some more pants. So in this phase, output document is TDD, technical design document, TDD. In this phase, output document is TDD, technical design document. In this phase, output document is TDD, technical design document. This technical design document is input for next phase. Next phase is coding phase. In this phase, output document is TDD. What we are doing, so here we have two tasks. One is high level designing, second one is low level designing. High level designing means they will divide the whole project into some modules. So that is called high level designing. High level designing done by chief architect. While doing high level designing, you will follow one code. That code name is UML language. So UML language, UML. So next, each and every module divided into some sub modules. So that is called low level designing. So while doing low level designing, he will follow one code. That code name is pseudocode. Pseudocode is not what is a type. It is a set of English instructions. Using this set of English instructions, he will divide the one module into some sub modules. In this phase, output document is TDD, technical design document. In this phase, output document is TDD, technical design
TDD.
document. Okay, sir. Three phases over. Next phase, coding phase. Next phase, coding phase. Here main task, programming or developing. Next phase, main task is programming or developing. So wherever you go, if it is any software company, so here the main task is programming or developing. In this phase, main roles means employees, developers or programmers. Developers are programmers. Based on the customer requirements, they will develop the application. Based on the customer requirements, they will develop the application. Based on the customer requirements, they will develop the application. There is no restriction for developers. Only based on the customer requirements, they will develop the application. While developing the application, they will follow coding standards. So, if it is any developer, while developing the application, they will follow coding standards. If they follow coding standards, application performance is very good. Otherwise, application performance is very bad. Like it will be very slow. So that is developer's task. But each and every software company, they will keep only one restriction while developing the application. If at all color required, company specified colors only they should use. Only one restriction for developers while developing the application. If at all any color required, company specified colors only they should use. That is only developers restriction. While developing the application, if at all any color required, company specified colors only they should use. That is developer's task. In this phase, in this phase, input document is TDD, technical design document. In this phase, input document is TDD. They will write now. They will write program. They will write program. In this phase, output document is SCD, source code document. Simple. This is a very simple phase, that is coding phase. Based on the customer requirements, they will develop the application. While developing the application, if at all any color required, company specified colors only they should use. While developing the application, they will follow coding standards. If they follow coding standards, application performance is very good. Otherwise, it will be very slow or bad. So in this case, output document is SCD, source code document. This source code document is input for next phase. Next phase is our phase, testing phase. Next phase, testing phase. Main task, testing. Roles. Roles are employees, test engineers. Roles, testers are test engineers. Okay? Okay, what is testing phase we will discuss roughly today, and after some days we will discuss Sdlc, software testing life cycle. So then we can discuss very clear manner. Roughly we will discuss today. First FRS document, they will send one set of copy developers, another set of copy testers. Developers, they will send one set of copy developers, another set of copy testers. First, testing phase main task is testing roles, test engineers. First, they will send one set of copy. Set of copy means customer requirement. They will send one set of copy developers, another set of copy testers. First, they will develop. First, they will send to developers. Next to tester. Okay. After getting the project, each and every developer or each and every software company, they will divide the whole project into some modules. They will divide the whole project into some modules. They will divide the whole project into some modules. So that is called high level design. Each and every module divided into some sub modules. So that is low level designing. Next, we will develop a build wise. This is the first build. Developers will develop that build one. Developers will develop that build one. They are sending to testing department. Build one. B1 means build one. B1 means build one. They will develop a build wise and they are sending to testing department. They are sending to testing department. So next, parallelly testers will study the customer requirements. That is called a review. Parallelly test engineers will do review. Review means study the customer requirements. Based on this customer requirement, this application is properly developed or not. If you want to know, so compulsory we need to understand the requirements very clearly. After understanding the requirements only we can do testing, otherwise we can't do. So that's the reason each and every software company, they will give nearly 30 to 40 days for review the customer requirements. So study the customer requirements. So that study in software company we are calling review. Review means process of studying or process of checking. While doing review, if you have any doubt, we will list out in review report. We will list out in review report. We will list out in review report. We will list out in review report while doing review. So each and every software company, based on the project, they will give nearly 40 to 60 days. In that time, we will review the customer requirements. Customer requirements review means we will study the customer requirements. So that is called review. While doing review, if you have any doubt, we will list it out in one document, that is called review report. This review report, we will send it to author of the customer requirement. Who is the author of the customer requirement document? We will send it to author of the customer requirement document. Who is the author of the customer requirement? That is business analyst. He will give all the clarifications. He will give all the clarifications. He will give all the clarifications. After getting the clarifications, we will take test case template. We will take test case template. We will take one test case template. We will write all the test cases. Test case is nothing but it is an idea of test engineer. I will explain you later very clear manner. So now we are discussing about all the phases. Testing is our phase only. This is the task. So first of all, we need to understand the requirements. After understanding the requirement, how to write the test cases. If you know these two things, you can work with any software company. So here testers parallelly. So they will send FRS one set of document developers, another set of copy testers. Developers individually. Individually means they will divide the whole project into sub modules. Each and every module divided into sub modules. Each and every sub module they will develop build wise and they will develop a build wise and they will send it to testing department. Parallelly, testers will study the customer requirements. So that is called review. While doing review, if you have any doubt, that doubt we will list out in review report. Review report is nothing but it is a list of doubts. So that review report we will send it to author of the customer requirement document. Who is the author of the customer requirement document? To business analyst. So after getting all clarification from business analyst, we will take one template and we will write all the test cases. Whenever the first bill is released from development to department, whenever the first bill is released from development to department, this bill is properly or not, we will do testing. If it is properly based on the customer requirement, this bill is properly, then we will stop testing. We will stop testing. So we will stop the testing. If it is not required the customer, if it is not meet the customer requirement, then we will raise the defect to developers. Developers will think, is this really defect or not? If they feel yes, they once again they will rectify and once again they will sending to testing department. Once again we will do testing based on the customer requirement. This build is properly developed or not. Once again we will do testing. If it is developed, stop testing. If it is not developed, once again we will raise the defect to developers. Then developers will think, is this really defect or not? Then developers will think, is this really defect or not? If they feel yes, once again they will rectify and they will sending to testing department. Once again we will do testing based on the customer requirement. This build is properly developed or not, we will do testing. If it is developed, stop testing. If it is not developed, once again we will raise the defect to developers. While raising the defect, we will follow defect profile template. We will follow defect profile template and we will raise the defect to developers. Then once again they will check, is this really defect or not? If they feel yes, they will rectify and they will send it to testing department. If they are not feeling it is not at all defect, then they will give rejected. They will give rejected. So finally, so while doing testing, if you get any defect, once again we will raise the defect to developers. Then they will rectify and they will sending to testing department as build for. This process continuously we will do. So in this way, the output document should be quality product, quality project. In this way, the output document is quality project or quality product. Why? Because here we are doing testing. So based on the customer requirement, this application is properly working or not, we will do testing. We will apply some techniques and we can complete this particular task very easy. So this is testing phase. Here you should remember only one thing. So a test engineer should know only two things. First of all, you need to understand the requirements very clearly. After understanding the requirements, how to write test cases. If you know these two things, you can work with any software company, any project, anywhere in the world, not only in Hyderabad. So first of all, we need to understand the requirements very clearly. After understanding the requirements, how to write test cases. If you know these two concepts, more than enough. That is testing phase. In this phase, output document is quality project, quality product, quality project or quality product. Next, delivery and maintenance phase. We can call delivery and maintenance phase. First, we will discuss about delivery. Delivery అనొచ్చు, ఇన్స్టాల్ అనొచ్చు, డిప్లాయ్ అనొచ్చు. Delivery, install or deploy. After developing the application, after testing the application, we need to go to customer place and we need to install the application into client environment. For that purpose, each and every software company, they will provide installation document. How to install the application into client environment, they will provide installation document. Using that installation document, we will install the application into client environment. If it all installation successful, then we can come to a conclusion that the given guidelines correct. Otherwise, we can come to a conclusion that the given guidelines not correct. Why? Because we will not apply our own ideas. So after developing the application, after testing the application, compulsory we need to go to customer place and we need to install the application into client environment. So దాన్నే మనం just we can say delivery, install or deploy. So compulsory we need to deploy the application into client environment. For that purpose, each and every software company, they will provide a list of guidelines. Using that guidelines, we will install the application into client environment. If at all installation successful, then we can come to a conclusion that the given guideline correct. Otherwise, we can come to a yeah, we can come to a conclusion that the given guidelines not correct. So that is called delivery or install or deploy. So why? Because we will not apply our own ideas. Whatever they given that guidelines strictly we will follow. We will not apply our own ideas. So here you should remember only one thing. All the companies will not maintain deployment engineers. A senior software test engineer only will go to customer place and he will install the application into client environment. So some companies they will maintain deployment engineers. So all the companies will not maintain deployment engineers. Why? Because this delivery will not happen daily or regularly or monthly or quarterly. So the delivery will happen 6 months once or 1 year once or 2 years. So for that purpose, all the software companies will not maintain deployment engineers. So, senior software test engineer only will go to customer place and he will install the application into client environment. If at all installation successful, then he will come to a conclusion that the given guidelines correct. Otherwise, he can come to a conclusion that the given guidelines not correct. So, he will not apply our own ideas. He will or we will. So, both sometimes I will use we, sometimes he. So, testers, we are the testers. So, sometimes just we will. So that is the word regularly I'm using. So testers will do installation testing. Next, maintenance. Okay, you are the customer. You want one software totally developed. After during delivery, software company people will say 2 years maintenance free. Within the 2 years, if you face any problem, you can go to a software company, you can raise the complaint, so that based on the complaint, concerned person will come to your place and he will rectify the problem. For example, you are while working with that application, you faced one problem, you raised a complaint to software company, so then concerned person came and he rectified the problem. Next day, on next day only, once again you got problem, once again you call to company, concerned person came and he rectified the problem. So once again, next day, once again you got problem. So then you will call to software company. You will say like this, sir. Whenever I'm working with this application, regularly I'm facing problems, sir. Please provide a group of people in my place. I will pay the money. So, but why? Because while working with this application, regularly I'm facing problems. So I'm unable to complete this particular work. So please provide a group of people in my place. So based on the customer requirements, some people will go to customer place and they will do their work. So that is called maintenance. So based on the customer request, a group of people will go to customer place and they will do their work there only. So that is called client location. So client location means that is. So that is maintenance. Okay. This is Sdlc. So whenever you are working with any software company, so don't encourage client location. So if it is our company, so just you can prefer only our company only. Just don't go for client location. Why? Because whenever you are working with client location, so that is not job security. There is no job security. Why? Because after whenever you are working with client location, client sometimes he will feel no need this maintenance. So that time they can leave. So that time this company people will not maintain you, they will not manage you. So that is very difficult. So don't go for client location. That is very important, you should remember. This is the SDLC software development life cycle. Software development life cycle contains 6 phases: initial phase, analysis phase, design phase, coding phase, testing phase, delivery and maintenance phase. Any doubts, sir?
Nothing, sir.
It's just you should remember only one